Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader, and today's video is going to be a review on Immortal by Lynn. So this was our Introverted Reader book club pick for the month of March. And yeah, let's talk about it. So this is a sort of Asian inspired fantasy story based on Chinese mythology. And we're basically following our main character, Lynn, and Lynn? Right. Yeah. Ian. And she is just normal mortal in the mortal realm. Well, she's not mortal. She's royalty. Like, her father is in charge of the land and she's due to take his throne. But as a child, she was poisoned. And in order to save her, her grandfather gave her this like divine lotus flower. So like it's inside of her, keeping her alive, keeping her strong. But then the immortals up in the celestial realm come down and they're like, no, we're gonna have to take that lotus because we need it. So like the Queen of the Immortals comes down and she's all like, we need it. And the land where our girl lives is kind of under the Immortals' thumb because couple hundred years ago, these demons got through and were terrorizing the mortals, and basically the mortals came and banished the demons essentially and built this wall. Sorry if that's too close to home for some of you. Built this wall around the little area where our girlie lives and have been, commanding the mortals ever since. And along with the God of War, who we do meet in the very beginning of this, and he's like doing his thing as he does. So then we get to our girl grown up, and she basically takes it upon herself to take back her land essentially, because her community, the area where she lives, has been closed off from the rest of the world. And her people just want to be able to be free because they've been this way for so long. And as well, whenever she takes over, a lot of the people, the ministers in her court, aren't really taking her seriously because she's a woman and they're misogynistic a-holes. So anyways, she takes it upon herself to take back what was hers, essentially. So her plan is to go to the immortal realm and see what she can do, basically, to help free her people. And it says here, to win the God of War's support was wise, to fall in love with him would ruin me. So we kind of have to work with him a little bit because he has the Immortal Queen's ear. So we're kind of hoping that maybe he can help us out. So that is the basis of what we're dealing with here. But before I talk anymore, I almost forgot to hydrate. Be sure that you've hydrated yourself. Anyway, so all in all, I did enjoy my experience reading this. I thought it was fine. Now, I love a good C-drama. I love that. This is very... this is very C-drama coded, okay? Does this say... Oh, no. This is very C-drama coded, and by that, I mean all the things that you would associate with a C-drama is in this book. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, I love C-dramas. You know I do. I'm watching one at the moment now. Not one like this. It's a different sort of one. But anyway, like, that is all fine. But after a while, it all just felt very... What's the word? It all felt very cliche. It all felt very like, oh yeah, like it just all felt very, I almost want to say felt very uniform. It all just felt very, like it didn't feel, I don't know what I'm trying to find the word for it, but it all just felt like we're just doing this bit. We're having all these things happen bit by bit because this is what is supposed to happen. And the thing is, it didn't go kind of the way I thought. There was a certain trope in here that's actually used in a C-drama that I didn't think we were going to go for. And if I'm being honest, I was kind of like, what? Really? Like, I was actually kind of hoping we were just going to stick with the fantasy romance type thing where God of War and mortal girl fall in love. And there's a bit where, because when she first goes to the immortal realm, she is staying at the God of War's residence. And it's sort of like a Beauty and the Beast situation. You know, he's like, you can go wherever you want. Just don't go into that wee south courtyard, but anywhere else, it's all good, it's all grand. And I was kind of hoping we were just going to stay within that and build the relationship in there. And I liked the God of War. He was fine. He was handsome and everything. He was very flirty. And I liked that about him. There were several things that I highlight. I didn't tab, obviously, because I didn't want to ruin the sprayed edge. But there was a few lines of his that I did have to highlight and be all like, excuse you, sir. Don't be all flirty with me like that. Come on. But I mean, in the end, even despite all of that, and I guess I liked his character okay, I felt he was a little bit underdeveloped. If that makes any sense. I kind of felt like we could have expanded the relationship a little bit more. A lot of what happened felt rushed. A lot of what happened just felt like, okay, I'm just supposed to go with this now, but I don't feel, I don't know, I'm just not very invested in the relationship. Like, it's not, no, okay, how many pages is this book? Hold on. We're just 450 pages. I honestly feel we could have added on maybe just a little bit more. Or maybe the way I was kind of hoping it was going to go, we could have had like a straight up fantasy romance where human girl falls in love with God of War and a bunch of other stuff happens, but it's mainly just about that, you know, kind of, which I you know, was kind of hoping it was going to be, but it wasn't, because honestly, I'll be real, the last couple chapters, the last few pages, I was honestly just skimming over because I was just like, well, everything pretty much worked out very conveniently for all of you in the end, didn't it? So there was that. But I mean, I do still really like the writing. I love the way Lynn writes female characters, because the female character in Daughter of the Moon Goddess, I really loved her. And our girlie in here, I did really love her, because she loved where she came from, and she just wanted to protect her land and her family and to be taken seriously as a ruler, and not letting any of the misogynistic old men in her court belittle her. And like, they were all trying to force her to get married, and you know, she was just, you know, it's just sort of like she can rule just fine by herself because she's smart and she's capable, and her grandfather gave her the title, so she's well within her, do you know what I mean? And I loved all of that, but there was just a few wee things within the plot where I was just, I don't know, I can't really say what I want to say without spoiling it. But if you're a C-drama person like me, did you feel the same way about this? Did you feel that it was all very uniform? It was all very like, oh, we're just following every possible beat that you could follow if we were watching a C-drama? Do you know what I mean? I mean, which is totally fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, you know, we could have done a little bit more with it, you know? You know, God of War felt a bit underdeveloped. It felt very just, yeah, I grew very disinterested towards the end. I'm not saying I don't love Lynn anymore. Of course I do. This one just didn't fully hit the mark for me. I just felt like we could have just gotten a nice, lovely, straight up fantasy romance out of this, but that's not where we went. And it's kind of what I wanted, because we were kind of heading in that direction, and I was just like, oh, I'm intrigued. They're going to be spending time together, close quarters, doing the flirting. Like, I was into it, and then it just went, and I was like, this isn't what I wanted. But all in all, I gave this a 3-star, because this just, it was like, it was good, but it wasn't great. And I'm a bit disappointed in the fact that, yeah, I'm just disappointed, really, because I was really, really looking forward to this. However, Miss Lynn is coming out with another book in September, I believe, so I'll be looking forward to that. But listen, if you love this, please take everything I'm saying with a pinch of salt. Like, it is genuinely just my opinion, but I am still going to keep it, and maybe I'll give it a reread at some stage. I don't know. But anyway, that is all I have for you today. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments. Leave a like so the algorithm knows you like me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on all my socials, my Blue Sky, my Instagram, and my TikTok is all down there. And leave the what emoji could we leave in the comment for Immortal? Like a flower. There's flowers on the cover of this book. So if you could find maybe a nice lotus flower emoji, leave that down in the comments. But anyway, I love you all. I'll see you later. Bye.